The filing of nominations for the first phase of Lok Sabha elections came to an end Monday evening. The last day saw several bigwigs of different political parties filing their nomination papers for the upcoming polls. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari filed his nomination for the Nagpur Lok Sabha seat, where polls will be held on 11th of April. BJP leader and Union Minister retired General B.K. Singh also filed his nomination papers for the Ghaziabad parliamentary seat, while BJP candidate from Mathura, Hema Malini, also filed her nomination. National Conference President Farooq Abdullah filed nomination papers from the prestigious Srinagar Lok Sabha seat, which is going to polls in the second phase of the general elections on April 18th. In Karnataka, JDS patriarch and former Prime Minister H.D. Devagowda filed his nomination from Tumkur as the ruling alliance candidate. The scrutiny of the nomination papers filed for the first phase of Lok Sabha polls will be carried out on Tuesday. The last date for withdrawal of nomination papers is 28th of March. In a big poll promise, Congress President Rahul Gandhi has announced that 20% families in poorest of the poor category will be given 72,000 rupees each annually as a minimum basic income. He said that 5 crore families and 25 crore people will directly benefit from the scheme, terming it as a final assault to eradicate poverty in the country.
अगर आपकी आमदनी 12,000 रुपए से कम है तो हम आपकी आमदनी को 12,000 तक पहुंचा देंगे. कोई काम बंद नहीं करेगा. जब वो व्यक्ति कंफर्टेबली निकल जाएगा 12,000 से, फिर वो स्कीम उसको सो इट विल स्टॉप ऑन इट्स ओन. बट हमारी फिलॉसफी है कि अगर आप हिंदुस्तान में आज एक मिनिमम इनकम से कम आपकी आमदनी है तो फिर आप गरीबी से निकल ही नहीं सकते हो. तो हम आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहते हैं इस देश में सबसे गरीब लोग कौन हैं और एक बार हम उनको गरीबी से निकालना चाहते हैं, खत्म करना चाहते हैं. तो ये एक प्रकार से मनरेगा फर्स्ट फेज था ऑपरेशन का. मनरेगा में 14 करोड़ लोगों को हमने गरीबी से निकाला.
Rahul Gandhi announced the minimum income guarantee scheme after a meeting of the Congress Working Committee. The CWC had met at the party headquarters to give a final shape to the manifesto. Chaired by Congress President Rahul Gandhi, the meeting was attended by former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, senior leaders like Priyanka Gandhi, Ahmed Patel, Ghulam Nabi Azad, Mallikarjun Kharge and A.K. Antony. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley termed Rahul Gandhi's minimum income guarantee scheme a bluff announcement. Jaitley said the grand old Congress party has a history of making false assurances, adding that they wake up to the plight of the poor just before the elections.
उनका इतिहास गरीबी को हटाने का नहीं रहा. गरीबी को हटाने के लिए कोई साधन दिए जाएं, वो भी उनका इतिहास नहीं रहा. योजनाओं के नाम पर छल कपट रहा है. तो 10 वर्ष के यूपीए के कार्यकाल में भी किस प्रकार से एक प्रकार से छल कपट धोखा ब्लफ होता था. लोन वेवर, जीवन में एक बार 70,000 करोड़ का. हम तो पीएम किसान में 75,000 करोड़ प्रतिवर्ष देंगे. हम तो मनरेगा में 60,000 करोड़ प्रतिवर्ष दे रहे हैं.
Putting up his counter in a blog, Jaitley added up the expenditure incurred by the government on the ongoing welfare schemes to argue that Narendra Modi government's welfare benefits to people averaged 1,06,800 rupees annually as against 72,000 rupees that the Congress seeks to promise.
तो अगर हम ये सारा का सारा, इसमें से काफी कुछ, लगभग 60-70% हम डीबीटी से दे रहे हैं, बाकी भी डीबीटी से शुरू कर दें, जो होना चाहिए, मैं मानता हूं। तो इन गरीब परिवारों को जो नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने दिया है, वो आज की तारीख में है 5.34 लाख करोड़, जो आज दिया जा रहा है। तो ये कौन सा 3.6 लाख करोड़ डीबीटी के माध्यम से देकर आप गरीब पे एहसान कर रहे हो?
A meeting of the BJP Central Election Committee is currently underway at the party headquarters in the national capital. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Party President Amit Shah, and other senior leaders of the party are attending the meeting. The meeting is being held to finalize candidates for Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Meanwhile, the BJP has announced names of candidates for the 2 Lok Sabha seats and 19 assembly constituencies in Odisha. Odisha is set to go to polls simultaneously in 4 phases between April 11th and 29th. Former Odisha DGP Prakash Mishra, who joined the BJP on Sunday, has been fielded from Cuttack Lok Sabha seat. Ex-MP Kharavela Swain, who was inducted into the party on Monday morning, has been given a ticket from Khandmal parliamentary constituency in the Maoist belt. With Monday's announcement, the BJP has named candidates for 17 out of 21 Lok Sabha seats and 130 out of 147 assembly constituencies in the state. Paralympic Games winner Deepa Malik joined the BJP on Monday. She joined the BJP in the presence of party's Haryana Unit Chief Subhash Barala and General Secretary Anil Jain, who is in charge of the affairs in the state. She is the first Indian woman to win a medal in Paralympic Games. INLD MLA from Hathin, Kehar Singh, has also joined the BJP.
बार बार यही कह रही हूँ कि जो विचारधारा मैंने मोदी सरकार की देखी, जो आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने महिला सशक्तिकरण में काम किया, उनका जो विचार है महिलाओं के प्रति वो दिख रहा है। इतनी जो मेन पोर्टफोलियोज़ हैं आप देख रहे हैं, हमारी डिफेंस मिनिस्टर हैं, फॉरेन मिनिस्टर हैं, स्मृति ईरानी जी हैं, मेनका जी हैं, बड़ी लीडिंग पोजीशन में उन्होंने महिलाओं को आगे रखा है। दिव्यांगों के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा कार्य किया है, सुगम्य भारत है, और खेलों की नीतियों में हमें इतना जोर शोर से योगदान दिया है। शायद नीतियां इतनी खूबसूरत बनी हैं, तो मुझे लग रहा है कहीं ये सही विचारधारा है हमारे देश के नेतृत्व के लिए।
And the Congress released its 10th list on Monday, naming 26 candidates for Maharashtra and West Bengal. The Congress party has removed Sanjay Nirupam as the Mumbai Regional Congress Committee chief. He has been fielded from North-West Mumbai seat. Former Union Minister Milind Deora replaced Nirupam as MRCC chief. Out of the 26 candidates announced by the party on Monday, 25 were for West Bengal. With this, the party has announced a total of 253 candidates so far. The Nationalist Congress Party released its manifesto for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections on Monday. In the manifesto, the NCP has promised complete loan waiver for small and middle-income farmers. The party also said that resumption of talks with Pakistan, especially on terrorism, was essential for the betterment of ties between the two countries. The manifesto also promised structural reforms to drive sustainable agriculture growth, 33% reservation to women in parliament, and scrapping of Triple Talaq bill in the present form. The NCP has also assured equal work, equal pay to all employees.
हमारी पार्टी का मुख्य संदेश इस घोषणा पत्र में है, वो संविधान को बचाने का है, क्योंकि सबसे गहरा हमला 5 वर्षों में संविधान और उसके द्वारा बनाई गई तमाम संस्थाओं पर है, न्यायपालिका हो, कार्यपालिका हो, विधायिका हो, सभी पर एक तरह का हमला ये सरकार कर रही है।
And the Supreme Court has sought Election Commission's reply on increasing VVPAT sample survey per assembly segment. A two-judge bench directed the poll panel to apprise whether the number of voter verifiable paper audit trail or VVPAT samples can be increased from 1 in each assembly segment for the satisfaction of the electorate. The court was hearing a plea filed by 21 opposition leaders led by Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu, seeking that a VVPAT slips of at least 50% voting machines in each assembly seat be checked randomly in the Lok Sabha elections. The parties include the Congress, Nationalist Congress Party, Aam Aadmi Party, Left Trinamool Congress, Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, Rashtriya Lok Dal, Loktantrik Janata Dal and Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam. The matter will now be heard on 1st of April.